Starting out as children, we grew up helping on the almond farm. We also grew wine grapes at the time. My father and two of the Travaille brothers were farming somewhat in partnership. Little did I know later in life, after finishing my education, that our parents would make an opportunity for us to take over the farm. So the youngest brother, my brother Scott, and myself, I'm the middle brother, we had that opportunity to purchase Mom and Dad's properties and then basically start with what they had and move beyond that.
During harvest here, it's 24/7, and I'll never forget, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. My brother was coming over to relieve me so I could go home. I was ready to pack it in. I was so exhausted. We had been going for like 3 months, and I was virtually in tears. And we sat down on I don't know what we sat down on, and put his arm around me. We'll get through this. So we leaned on each other tremendously. And we had good support at home. Our wives, our parents, everybody helped. Everybody helped. The moral support was what you needed to get up and go again the next day.
So we decided to start what you see here in 1980.
Remodeling the orchards, they were tired, so they had to be replanted. We didn't have a lot of money in the bank. We had to do something in order to keep going. And at the rate that we were going, we weren't going to make it.
And basically, we built an almond huller. Shortly thereafter, there was a new vision to become almond handlers. And of course, to do that, you needed to take the shell off of the almond as well as the hull. So we then bought an old used almond sheller, and my younger brother Scott and my cousin Bud and I formed what was now known as Travaille and Phippen.
We built, relocated from where my grandfather settled his family back in the early 1920s, about 2 miles away, built the facility where we are now in 1980. When we did that, that's when this business really took off. We started getting a lot more customers for doing custom shelling because we could do a better job. We got into not only hulling and shelling, but we got into processing almonds, and we became a registered handler with the Almond Board of California. From there, it just took off.
The bigger challenge now is that it's a global market, so we're trying to react to things going on all over the world. We're also dealing with all of the trace back issues that we need to be able to trace what kind of pathogens might be in a product all the way back to the source so that we can help keep our product healthy and safe for a worldwide market.
So the almond industry has kind of been a target for a few years of using a lot of water to produce the almonds that we have. But in reality, the industry has invested on new technologies and ways to improve how we irrigate and to get the most bang for our buck out of every drop of water that we use for every almond that we produce. And we do that by using instruments that we put into the ground to measure soil moisture, to measure how far we are irrigating down so we don't irrigate past the root zone. We're using drip irrigation, giving the trees exactly what they need on a daily basis, not over irrigating, not under irrigating. We're just using technology to make sure that we're doing it the most efficiently as we can, and we're using every drop. If you go back 20, 30 years, almonds were flood irrigated. They were irrigated on a calendar basis when the irrigation district could deliver you water and you just flooded the field. And we've come such a long way from that now. We have to continue to show and document that, yeah, as an industry, we really do a good job. And to be honest, most of the things that we're documenting, we've been doing for years and years. We just haven't been promoting that we're doing it. And we need to be, as an industry and as a company, proud that we do that, and we're continuing to move in that direction.